Hello, mamas to be. Welcome to my channel, the best place to practice yoga both on and off your mat for your body, mind, and soul. Today's class is an upper body yin-yang prenatal yoga flow. What that means is we'll do some strengthening and we'll also do some stretching, all with the intention to support ourselves throughout our pregnancy journey. Now, I am in the third trimester, currently at 32 weeks. I'm in the home stretch. However, you are invited to join me no matter what season or stage of your pregnancy that you are in, barring that you've consulted your physician and you are clear for a movement practice. Now, I do want to mention props. So I am going to recommend that you have one block. This is a recommendation. However, I am going to require that you have a strap, and you can easily substitute a long scarf for a strap if you don't have one in your yoga toolkit yet, okay? So gather your yoga tools, bring your beautiful growing belly and baby with you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll meet you for this upper body yin-yang prenatal flow. All right, welcome to your practice. Please meet me in an upright seated posture. I'm resting on the edge of a bolster. Invitation to do the same for yourself. And as you arrive in that seated posture, send the roots down, lift up through the spinal column, all the way to the crown, nice and tall. Really claim that regal posture here. And then close down the eyes or softly gaze ahead. You can place both hands on the belly, or maybe one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart, whatever feels most resonant for you. And begin to consciously shape your breath with me. Inhale and exhale through the nose, using this opportunity to return back to the midline. Create a connection with baby, this beautiful soul, this growing body that we're fostering. Slowing down, transitioning from whatever it is we were doing before we unrolled the mat to now, so that we can arrive and be here with ourselves and baby in this now, here, now moment. So 3 conscious breaths. Inhale and exhale through the nose with me. And this last one, exhale out the mouth with a sigh. Beautiful, incredible work getting to the mat today. Meet me in a tabletop posture, please. Placing any props that you don't need off to the side. And we'll start with some cat-cows. However, for this cat-cow variation, when you come into cow pose where the back is arched and the spine is extending or lengthening, instead of fanning your tailbone up and really leaning into that lumbar curve, instead I want you to keep your lumbar spine as neutral as you can and send the tailbone back in space. We're already very mobile, and then pregnancy adds to that mobility in the lumbar spine. So we want to be conscientious of that and send the tailbone back to create some more neutrality. So from neutral tabletop pose, inhale to let the belly soften, tailbone reaches to the back of the room, chest broadens forward. That probably feels so great. Exhale to round the back, bring baby up towards the spine. Inhale, soften belly down, tailbone reaches to the back of the room, and broaden through the chest. Keep moving like that. Two more rounds. Last one. And return back to a neutral tabletop. Flip the wrists. So bring the fingers towards you. And take your time here. You might want to widen your arms. And then rock forward and back. You really won't go very far at all. And you might even bring the knees in closer and walk them towards the wrists. And slowly and gently rocking forward and back. Keeping the breath steady. Last rock. Come to a standstill, turn the fingers back around, and meet me back in a neutral tabletop position. Root down through the left hand, pull baby towards the spine, lengthen from tailbone through crown, and on an inhale, bring the right fingertips in front of you. Maintain this center line. You're going to want to lean to the left. So maintain that center line. And on an inhale, lift the right arm so that it's in line with the shoulder. Exhale, lower down. 4 more like that. Last 2. And 1. Turn the palm to face inward. Push down through the left hand. Inhale, reach right arm high. And lower. Notice if you're leaning to the left here. 3 more. Last one. Right hand plants, firm the arm to support you. Gain that center line, so really connect with the midline. Left fingertips come in front, and on an inhale, lift the left arm. 4 more. Last one. Turn the palm to face inward, and again, 5 repetitions. Last 2. Lengthen out through the neck. And set that hand down. Find your block if you're using one and place it behind you between your ankles, please. And you can have it on the lowest setting or on the medium setting. And send your hips back to rest atop that block here. Bring the arms into goalposts. Okay, so big inhale here. Keep the ribs knitting down towards baby. Exhale, close the arms. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Awareness on the ribs. Are they popping open? Knit them back down. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. This time, exhale, close. Keep the arms where they are and keep the elbows connected. Inhale, open the hands only. Exhale, close. Inhale, open wide to goalposts. Exhale, close. Keep elbows glued together. Open the hands away from one another. Bring them back together. Open wide, goalpost arms. Exhale, close. Elbows stay together. Open the hands away from one another. Seal them inward and open goalpost arms. Last one. Exhale, close. Wrists move away from one another. And hands come back together. Inhale to bring the arms overhead. Stretch. Palms face forward. Exhale, as if you're moving through mud, come back into goalpost arms. Elbows reaching back. Shoulder blades drawing down. Inhale, arms go high. Exhale, slowly lower. I'm noticing that my eyes want to close. Permission to do the same. Inhale, reach them high. Exhale, slowly lower. Feel the resistance as if you're moving through the thickest mud. Elbows draw back, shoulder blades, tips of the shoulder blades draw down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower down. Last one. Exhale, lower. Hold here, 3 breaths. Draw the elbows back, tips the shoulder blades down, broaden through the chest. Chin is parallel towards the earth plane, ribs knitting in. Last breath here. And let that go. Whew. Doesn't look like much is happening, but a lot was happening. So grab your strap. And we're going to meet one another in a standing posture. Let me tell you, standing up is getting more and more difficult. So if your strap is looped in any way, take a moment to get any loops out of it so that it's nice and long. Okay? Hands clasp around the strap, wider than shoulder width distance, and you might have to widen even more. Feet are wider than hip width distance, firm stance here. Micro bend, in the knees. On an inhale, bring the arms overhead. On an exhale, full rotation. You can widen the grip to allow that to happen. And inhale, bring the arms back up overhead. Exhale, lower down again. Keep moving like this, syncing breath with movement. Inhale brings you back up. And exhale lowers the arms down again. 3 more just like that. Really enjoying this movement, enjoying this time that you're caring for yourself, which means you're also caring for baby. 2 more repetitions. So as we know, we're sharing our life force, our prana, our vitality with this baby that we're growing. And so we're in this symbiotic relationship. So the more we care for ourselves and our energy and resource this vessel, the better we and baby are going to feel throughout the journey. Inhale to bring the arms high. Keep the left arm high and let the right arm slide down. And then just stretching over towards the right. Left foot is heavy, rooting into the earth plane. Right foot is also heavy, so lifting up out of that side body. And switch to the other side. Lift up. See how much vertebral, spinal space can be cultivated here. The easier we breathe, the more smooth and steady our energy can be. And let's go side to side now. Last one. Great. And then let the strap relax around your neck. Bring the right arm high, bend at the elbow. Let the right hand drape behind you. Left hand comes to the top of the right elbow and gently guide that right hand further down the back. Invitation to close the eyes or softly gaze ahead. And enjoying this nice tricep stretch, keeping the breath smooth and steady. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose as you root down through the leg channels and the feet. Last breath here. Release the arms, switch it up. Left hand goes high, bend at the elbow. Right hand comes to the left elbow and gently guide the left hand further down the back. Again, stand up nice and tall. Knit the ribs down, hug belly and baby close towards the spine. 3 breaths here. Last inhale. And release. Okay, with the strap around the neck, we want to make sure it's even, so check your strap out. And then loop it underneath the armpits and create an X across your back, okay? So draped around the neck, looped underneath the armpits, create an X. And then bring the strap around. And if you've got a shorter strap, this might be a little bit more difficult for you. And then we want to grab the ends of the strap here and keep the elbows tucked in close towards the side body. And then pull on the ends. And you might be able to walk your hands further down the strap as you create that pulling sensation. And really let the shoulders externally rotate and the chest broaden here. Feet firming down, legs active, externally rotating the shoulders, lifting the chest. Enjoying this stretch. Thanking yourself once again for stepping on the mat and caring for yourself during this season, this transition, this milestone moment that you're navigating. And then keep the elbows tucked in tight, and without moving the elbows, see if you can open and close the arms. The elbows are going to want to move. It is a subtle movement back and forth. And notice if the ribs start really flaring open, knit them back down. I'm noticing that in my own self. Elbows hug in and flap these little wings. It's actually more difficult than it looks. And 5 more repetitions. Ribs knitting down, legs active. We got this, mamas. Last 2. And last 1. Release the strap. We can place it off to the side. We won't need it anymore. And you might want to grab some water. I know I do. Still standing for one more posture here. Feet are at a nice wide hip width distance. Again, feet firming down, leg channels active, ribs knitting in, and extend the arms straight out in fists. And we'll hold here for a whole minute, and then we'll start making some circles. Feel free to close the eyes, really tune into your breath. So as we know, the journey of pregnancy and then that initiation or rite of passage through laboring and bringing this baby earthside is a physical, emotional, mental experience. And so our practice can provide this practice, for lack of a better word, to really butt up against the resistance we're going to be feeling, the stories that we're going to be telling ourselves, the sensations that we'll be feeling, and knowing that as yogis, our breath is our greatest vehicle to stay as neutral as we can, as calm and centered as possible, and to really ride the waves of the pain, the discomfort, the uncertainty, the fear, the different outcomes or scenarios that we have no control over. So using this moment to practice that now here. And start to make little circles going forward. We'll circle in one direction for a minute and circle in the opposite direction for another minute. Again, permission and invitation to close the eyes and really tune into that breath. It is a powerful, powerful tool here. Relax the shoulders. They tend to creep up and want to assist. Let them melt down and empty, halfway there. Smooth, steady inhale and exhale. We can do this. We are strong, we are powerful, we are capable. And other directions, switch it up. Invitation to extend the fingertips if the fists are getting difficult to hold. One more minute. One more minute. Really building our capacity to experience discomfort, to experience the stories that the mind begins to weave, the emotions that bubble to the surface. Relax shoulders down, let them empty. 30 more seconds together here. Ribs knitting down, kneecaps lifting, feet grounding and firming. Last 15 seconds. We're in this together. And release the hands down. Shake out the shoulders, roll them around. Beautiful work, mama. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, arms overhead. Huge breath. Ooh, it's hard to inhale them overhead after that. Exhale, fold. Really bend the knees, send the tailbone back. Possibly bring your hands to the tops of the thighs and walk the feet even wider if your belly is further along and bigger, and slowly lower. If this makes you dizzy at all, bring the hands back up to the thighs. Relax the head. Oh man, is my forward fold different than it used to be, huh? And inhale to lift up halfway. You can climb your hands back towards the shins or even the thighs. Long back, lengthen through the spine, and exhale to come down to the knees. And I want to challenge us to do a few push-ups together. So I recommend keeping the knees down, but if you've been continuing with your strength work throughout your pregnancy, I want you to choose what's best for you. So hands are shoulder width distance, knees back behind you, option to come up onto the knees and lift the ankles here. And we'll take 3 wide elbow variations and 3 chaturanga-like variations, only lowering to the depth at which you can control the ascension as well as the lowering. Okay, so inhale. Firm baby towards the spine. Exhale, elbows go wide. Lift back up. 2 more. Last one. And then switch up the cross of the ankle. If you're like me, let the shoulders pass the wrist just a bit. Inhale, chaturanga variation. Exhale, lower. You don't need to lower all the way down. Push back up. Elbows stay close into the body. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Last one. Beautiful. And then tuck the toes under behind you, coming into toe stand, knees together. Slowly walk your hips back to rest at the top of your heels here. Beautiful work. Right hand out in front of you. Left hand pulls the right fingers back. If at any time you need to untuck the toes, go for it. Switch it up, left hand forward, curl the left fingers back. And take the left fingers down. Again, bring them close towards the body, using your right hand as an assistant. And switch back to the right again. I know, I'm trying to distract us so we don't feel the stretching sensation in our feet. And then just bring the hands into fists. You can interlace them too. Bring the elbows together. And go in the other direction. Almost there. And bring the hands forward, untuck the toes, pitter-patter them out. Okay, coming into a seated posture. I'm gonna recommend using a blanket if you have one. You can also use a bolster though, or a block, whatever your prop preference is at the moment. Sit up nice and tall. Roots down, crown lifted. And we'll do some side body and neck stretches to seal our practice. So left hand down towards the earth plane. Let the elbow bend in towards the body. Right hip grow heavy as you sweep the right arm overhead. Reach from that right heavy hip through the right fingertips. Invitation to rotate the chest and gaze towards the ceiling. Notice if that feels right for your body today, for the season of pregnancy that you're in. Last inhale. And exhale to slowly come up. Keep the left hand down and bring the right hand to the outside of, well, I guess you would only come to the outside of your left ear, but to your left ear here. And then slowly guide your right ear towards the right shoulder. And breathe all through the left side of the neck. Slow down your breath. See if you can smooth and even out any ripples, any areas that feel stuck or sticky or tense. Use your breath to facilitate that. And then walking your right hand now to the back of the head and let your chin drop down towards the chest, feeling a little bit of a different sensation in the neck now. Breathing here. And slowly lifting the head, coming back to neutral, both hands release to the thighs, roll the shoulders, take them in the other direction, resetting. Right hand comes down to the mat, elbow bends in towards the body, left hip grows heavy this time. Sweep that left arm overhead. Reach through the left fingertips. Breathe all down the side body here. That can start to feel real sticky. I know I feel sticky there. And start to slowly walk yourself back up to a neutral position. Right hand can stay reaching out. Left hand comes to the right ear and slowly guide the head over towards the left now. Relax both shoulders down, empty. Breathe into that right side body, right side of the neck. Walk the hand around towards the back of the head now and create that, or take that other variation. Chin drops down towards the chest. Release left hand. You can let the chin drop down now towards the chest in the center line. And take 360-degree rotations if you can. Move very slowly. 2 rotations in one direction. And 2 rotations in the other. And pausing in the center once you're complete. Keeping the eyes softly closed or gazing ahead. Bring both hands to rest on the belly. Breathing with baby here. Roots down, crown lifted. Notice if you're hinged forward or drooping back. See if you can find that midline, that center point. Resting in the core of who you are, in your strength as a mother. Whether you're like me, a first-time mother, journeying through this initiation, or you've already been here, resting in this calm, centered, confident place. And as you hold here with the eyes softly closed, connecting with baby, I will read us a blessing by John O'Donohue. It is a threshold blessing for a mother-to-be. And so keep the eyes closed or softly gazing ahead. Breath can be natural, normal, and really receive this blessing. Nothing could have prepared your heart to open like this. From beyond the skies and the stars, this echo arrived inside of you and started to pulse with life. Each beat a tiny act of growth, traversing all our ancient shapes on its way home to itself. Once it began, you were no longer your own, a new, more courageous you offering itself in a new way to a presence you can sense, but you have not seen or known. It has made you feel alone in a way you never knew before. Everyone else sees only from the outside what you feel and feed with every fiber of your being. Never have you traveled farther inward, where words and thoughts become half light, unable to reach the fund of brightness, strengthening inside the night of your womb. Like some primeval moon, your soul brightens, the tides of essence that flow to your child. You know your life has changed forever, for in all the days and years to come, distance will never be able to cut you off from the one you now carry for 9 months under your heart. May you be blessed with quiet confidence that destiny will guide you and mind you. May the emerging spirit of your child imbibe encouragement and joy from the continuous music of your heart, so that it can grow with ease, expectant of wonder and welcome when its form is fully filled. And it makes its journey out to see you and settle at last, relieved and glad in your arms. A Blessing for a Mother-to-Be by John O'Donohue. Sweep the arms out to the sides, together. Gather up this collective energy we've cultivated here. Palms touch, hug them down through heart center. Big inhale for our final Om. Reset breath. When you feel ready, slowly open your eyes, release your hands. Thank you so much for joining me. I had a burp rise to the surface mid-Om. Maybe you heard that, maybe you didn't. But I hope you feel stronger in your upper body as well as more expansive and open. I know carrying this baby on the front of my body has absolutely created discomfort and really compromised the posture that I once held. So return to this practice anytime you're feeling hunched or contracted or crunchy, that stuck, sticky feeling, and come here to expand once again and really create space for you and baby to thrive as you continue on in your pregnancy journey. All right. I do need to mention that today's sequence was provided by Sue Elkind from Yoga International, and a link to that sequence is in the description below if you want to learn more. Speaking of learning more, if you like my style of teaching yoga, it's very holistic, it's very on and off the mat oriented, download my Yoga Reset Guide. It is a 7-step journey through the chakra system to recenter your body, mind, and soul. And it includes on the mat asana yoga classes that you'll probably have to save for after baby arrives. But it also has beautiful energy aligning exercises for each of the chakras that include meditations, mantras, and mudras. It has self-reflection journal prompts for you to work through, as well as mantras and affirmations. So to get that Yoga Reset Guide and continue learning on and off the mat with me, click the link in the description below. And please make sure you check out the other prenatal yoga classes on my channel that are here to support you. Okay, I'll meet you back here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to be part of your pregnancy journey.